Athens. For the Olympic Games, the city is showing itself from its best and polished side. But little does the visitor or athlete know about the dark abysses hidden behind the perfect facade. In the country which prides itself to be the cradle of our Western culture, prostitution is a sensitive topic. There are close to 50,000 illegal prostitutes in Greece, which are not so much the problem. Greece is notorious for being a main distribution point for a worldwide active human trafficking mafia. The convenient geographical position of this country is abused to sell up to 70,000 women per year throughout Europe. We meet an insider who has been working in the Athens red light districts for over 20 years. He knows the scene and he knows the human trafficking mafia. Years ago, he changed sides. Today, he cooperates with renowned organizations to help women who are forced into prostitution.
I help really these girls because every night my work is I found information, and for this reason you found me in Athens everywhere.
Often a seemingly harmless job offer is the bait for these young girls. However, upon their arrival in Greece, their dreams of the Golden West turn into a nightmare. Being a pole dancer is a privilege for only a few. Soon after their arrival, they are forced into prostitution. The brutality of their pimps seems to be boundless. "22-year-old Marina from Moldova is one of many girls who was lured to Greece through a dubious job offer and was forced into prostitution. A woman from Moldova sold me and 2 other women to a man from Turkey. This man then brought us to the Turkish-Greek border, where we had to spend 3 nights in a forest. He threatened us with a gun in case we wanted to run away. In the forest, there was no possibility for us to wash, nor did we get anything to eat. After 3 nights, men came to bring us across the border by foot. We continued walking through the woods, and even had to cross rivers until we finally arrived in Greece. Here, it soon came to a handover. The Turkish men brought us to a car with Greeks, who brought us to their establishment.
Ждали, потом эти передали, те 3 передали этим другим. Да, греки уже были. И эти забрали нас в машину и отвезли в один магазин.
Only docile women are valuable capital for the traffickers. Our insider not only knows the transport routes, but also the fees that are being paid for these women by brothel owners on the international market.
Listen to me, if the girl is pretty, we start from there. If the girl is pretty, it's 3,000 euro. If she knows languages a lot, and she won't make this work, maybe 6,000. If she go to another country from Greece, about 8,000. If this girl is not very pretty, about 3,000 here, 4,000 in Germany, in Holland, in France, in Austria.
The mafia earns billions of euros through human trafficking.
If the girl is pretty, it's much more better for her. Because one guy have this young lady, he knows have a lot of euro in head, and try with smile she make this work first. If not, after, and she have problem, and believe me, she make it this work. If the girl is not pretty, and it's like 90 women in 100, there is very bad. I don't believe one girl like this tell to the boss, I don't go for work, or I don't want work. She have big accident with boss and with bodyguards. I know girl, 10 men fighting all night because she don't want go for work. This guy have another 6, 7 girls, and of course the other girls have shock about this, and of course go for work quickly.
So it was a rape?
Yes.
Marina, like so many others, was beaten and raped by her captor.
Там девчонки еще две были, говорят.
In the club, we were received by men who immediately threatened us. They told us, if you don't do what we tell you to do, we will kill you. There were 2 young women who had already been at the club before our arrival, and they confirmed that they believe that these men are truly capable of killing someone. The 2 girls also told us that the men beat them if they don't do what the men expect of them. The 3 of us who had arrived together were sold to another club within a few days.
Тоже, если не хотели, если напился, он начинал, может...
There were already 7 girls in the club in Thessalonica when we arrived. The men sent us to work separately and did not let us go outside. Sometimes, when the men were drunk, they took their machine guns and shot into the air in order to scare us.
Заставляли их, там, вообще в Албании говорят, что девчонки.
Other young women have told me that the situation in Albania is especially brutal. The women there are constantly beaten and have to sleep in stables in the villages.
Вообще, много чего им там, девчонок. То, что изнасиловали, если не хотели, и резали, и убивали.
The psychologist Irina Gionis works with human trafficking victims. Many of the young girls underwent a living hell. It is close to impossible for them to forget the countless rapes, the cruel abuse, and the severe psychological and physical injuries caused by their pimps and customers. Besides all of this, many are haunted by the fear of revenge against their families back home. For murder does not strike the conscience of a mafia pimp.
Βάλει τον εαυτό μου στη θέση τους. Προσπάθησα να φανταστώ την κατάσταση.
How I feel as a woman doing this job? I try to understand in what sort of a situation these women are in. But, of course, it is very difficult. These women were kidnapped, have no rights, and are the property of someone else. We take them in our shelter and help them gain back their strength. But it isn't easy.
Δεν έχεις κανένα δικαίωμα εσύ ως άνθρωπος. Είσαι ένα αντικείμενο.
Every woman is different, and yet they all have many things in common. Especially the violence, both psychologically and physically, is something they all share. Wounds like theirs need a long time to heal. The first thing every human trafficker does, almost as if it were the law, is that he rapes his victim and utilizes floggings and beatings. After the principal initiation, all the women's stories develop individually.
Έμπορος, το πρώτο που κάνει, την κοπέλα τη βιάζουνε, είναι δηλαδή σαν νόμος πολλές φορές, Και πολύ ξύλο, δηλαδή χτυπάνε, κακοποιούν το κορίτσι πάρα πολύ.